Hi everyone, I'm Gil from Water.io, the smartest water bottle in the world, and you're listening to Water Academy, the only podcast that keeps you hydrated. Yes, guys.
And hi everyone, I'm Nitzan, also from Water.io. And Gil, as you know, for the past 2 years or so, we heard so many amazing stories from all these people that use the smart water bottle, and it changed their lifestyle. It helped them hydrate better, and it made them really feel different in their daily life. Some had skin problems, some had kidney problems, everyone with their own story. So we decided to start this platform and share some stories, some inspiration with our community. And our guest today is Lisa. But before we dive into the interview, I have a very important question for you. Did you drink enough water today, Gil?
I was afraid you were going to ask this because I think that probably not.
Oh,
and I'm
come
right.
on.
Yeah, that's
you can
a
do
shame.
better.
That's a shame. But the good thing is that we have here Lisa with us that will explain us the importance of drinking water, especially if you're doing physical activity. So, Lisa, could you give us a short introduction about yourself? Tell us about yourself. She's a very interesting person, guys. So I'm very excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Lisa Halabi. I'm 32 years old, and I'm a clinical dietitian. I work in Ichilov Institute Tel Aviv. I also have a private practice where I mainly focus on weight loss and sports nutrition. And I'm also a strength athlete, a professional powerlifter. And I think you're going to ask me more about that in a couple of minutes. We'll reveal the secrets in a while.
Okay, so let's dive into that. What attracted you to the world of powerlifting? How did you become a powerlifter?
So I started I fell in love with nutrition because So I started off as a personal trainer before I studied nutrition, and as a personal trainer in the gym, a colleague of mine just spotted me at the gym working out. I was quite strong, above average. He told me, "Let me train you. I'm telling you have a very, very good potential. Maybe you want to come in this field that is called powerlifting, where you lift your maximum weight for only one lift. We do a squat, we do a bench press, we do a deadlift." And, I started. I won second place at my first competition, and then I saw I was quite good at that, so I continued, and I fell in love. I really like to lift weights, and I like the focus. I like that you are very, you do your personal records, and just get better and better, and I do it for 7 years now.
And perhaps he was right because you were a champion, not 1 year, but 3 years, right?
Yeah, I was a champion, even 4, I can say.
4 years.
Maybe Corona was in the middle, so 3 years. Let's say, technically 3. But now, the sport is getting bigger and bigger, more strong women, and I'm not in first place now, but it's all good, It makes me,
Yeah, I think you were. You could say that you were kind of a pioneer, because back in the days, it wasn't really fashionable for women to lift heavy stuff, and all the stereotypes and all that. And today, people are more open to it, open-minded. By the way, your bottle is.
I reminded you to drink.
Maybe I will.
You definitely should.
I should.
I think that today there's more openness to women and girls. Even some people are really intentionally want to encourage. I actually have 3 little girls, so I know that I want them to not to feel that because they're girls they don't need to do certain stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it grew at least to some extent. Maybe not enough, but.
Do you know, by the way, women or girls you encouraged to go and do some resistance training, which wasn't that popular, as you said? Do you know it? Girls that you inspired?
That I was inspired by. Actually, we have
was
some...
inspired by, and that you inspired to.
You inspired them.
Yeah. So actually, some young girls come to me and tell me, "Wow, you're amazing. I was looking at your training and your competitions, and I wanted to be you." And like, that's really like warms my heart. And it's really nice to hear. So I know I was, maybe I'm still am, maybe an inspiration for the young generation.
Amazing.
Yeah, and also we have also quite very strong Jewish lifters actually. We have Stephanie Cohen in USA. We have Leah, a French Jewish girl that does an amazing lifting, and she's an international competitor. So I think we have some presentation. So for me, powerlifting is changed my life because it made me, stronger, not only physically but also mentally. And I think that by lifting weights, it opens so many doors in my life, and I'm very happy for that.
So I'm the kind of guy that I don't know, like I'm kind of intimidated by any machinery. If it's weights or something, I run outside. I don't go to the gym. And when I do
You're a couch
resistance, no, I'm not a couch potato because I do exercise. But when I do resistance, so I'll just go like lay on the floor and do push-ups and stuff.
Okay.
Is that enough, or what am I missing by not using lifts when powerlifting?
So powerlifting is maybe the extreme because we go to for our maximum lift, but the average Joe that goes to the gym, it can do a very good work with 2 resistance training a week. I can say that body weight training, that you can say push-ups or pull-ups, are good, but you need to do enough repetitions or to, as you can say, go to very, very close to failure in order to really stimulate the muscle to maintain it or for growth. So maybe if you're doing only body weight, you should do more sets, more repetitions. At the gym, you could do 2 or 3 sets and that's it. Maybe if you're doing your push-ups, so do very close to failure and maybe add more sets. Maybe that will be
amazing.
Better.
So for our listeners who are work out, which is not me, but for listeners who work out, could you highlight the importance of drinking your daily water intake and how it improves your
performance?
Performance, how it improves your performance, and in general, and in particular for people who are doing resistance training?
So generally, our muscle contains 75% of it is water. So for it to function, during the functions of the muscle, metabolic functions properly, you need to be hydrated. If the cells are not hydrated, they won't work properly. You won't gain muscle mass as properly. And your strength will be impaired. Also concentration, and when you go to the gym, especially in my field, we need to be concentrated. We need to be focused. We're doing very, very heavy lifts. Technique is, very important. So if we're not very focused and we didn't drink, it can impair my performance. And I can see that when I don't drink enough, I lift not as good. And I see the difference when you really get into it and drink your daily intake properly, day by day after day after day. You can see the difference. It takes some time if you're not used to it and you don't drink enough, but I can see the difference on myself, and I'm very happy for that.
That's great. And here in Water.io, we always say wellness starts with water. But of course, it's not the only measure that makes you a better athlete. So I'd like to ask you, could you give us and our audience some tips regarding nutrition? Because after all, you're also a dietitian and you have a BSc in nutrition science, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just right for you to give us some tips regarding nutrition.
Okay, so I'll make it short. First tip is consume enough protein. Okay, protein is very important for muscle growth. Also, when you want to try to lose weight, if you have these kind of targets, we need even more protein when we lose weight for us to maintain the muscle mass. So, and also if you just exercise and you wanna, maintain your weight and feel good, you need to consume more protein. It's a big range. It can go up from 1 to 1.6 grams to kilogram of body weight, and up to 2.2 if you're have a more professional athlete or trying to lose weight. So, as a dietitian, I do the math and I give the proper amount for the right
to
person.
emphasize that. So what you're saying is that if you want to lose weight, you need to consume more protein because you want to convert fat into muscle, or that's not the reason?
No, not the reason.
So what's the reason?
The reason is that when we try to lose weight, we're in a caloric deficit, the body breaks down more protein. Okay, we're not anabolic, we're catabolic. We break down more than we build. So in order to preserve your muscle mass, you will need more protein than if you want trying to lose weight.
Got it. And is it true that water actually helps you with the process of losing weight?
Yeah, it helps you also because firstly, it helps I want to say
prevent the desire for sweet, right?
If you're well hydrated, you will have less desire to eat maybe sweets and savory foods. So it also helps. Also, you're less hungry because sometimes you're actually thirsty. You're not hungry, and if you drink water, you won't go and eat something. So it also helps you to preserve, I think, a good satiety. You're more. More satiety. And also people that drink more, they are more calm. I can see in their process. They can handle it better. And also it helps actually with the process of losing weight metabolically, because if you're well hydrated, the process will also occur better.
Amazing.
I think we were in the middle of the tips for nutrition. So we got one.
We got one, protein. The second one for me is to cook more at home, less processed food. Not everything needs to be, microwaved and ready to go and just, warm it up. I think that Corona helped us a little bit to go back to the kitchen and maybe fall in love again with cooking. But today also, who doesn't like to cook, we have other options. You can take, for example, frozen foods that were just, like peas. You put it in hot water, then you freeze it, and you put it
ready to eat.
Yeah, ready to eat, and it preserves all the good things, all the macronutrients and micronutrients. So why not? So you also have the ready to go solutions, but for me, just go back to the kitchen and make the things yourself. It will be healthier and better.
And cheaper.
Save
money. You'll have more money to buy whatever.
Yeah.
Protein, to buy protein.
Yeah, to buy more protein.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the third thing I would say is diversify your eat a well-balanced nutrition and eat a diverse diet. Don't stick to, I'm only used to eat rice or bread. More diversity means more macronutrients, more micronutrients, and you will get all the vitamins, all the things that your body needs much better. So don't be afraid to try new things and diverse.
Amazing. And
cool.
How about coffee? Like, I'm ashamed to tell you how much coffee I drink a day. So I know it dehydrates you. So tell us how it works. Does coffee really dehydrate you?
Yeah, so that's an interesting question because we actually know that coffee can dehydrate you, but only from a certain amount. In the average cup of coffee, we have 100 milligrams of caffeine. So if you drink 1-2 cups a day, it's actually part of your fluid intake. You don't need to add maybe more water. But if you're a coffee drinker, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups a day, you will need to consume more water.
So in my case, I should be worried.
Yeah, maybe check yourself. But also the health organization today say that, it's good to not pass 400 milligrams a day of coffee. So maybe 4 cups a day is a good place to be. Yeah.
Did you ever get dehydrated?
So in my normal life, I think maybe if I was at the beach or the sun a lot of time or drank too much alcohol, so I was slightly dehydrated. But Not like, hospital dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Did the smart water bottle help you hydrate better?
Yeah, of course. I'm now also prepping for a competition in a month from now. And it helped me to drink my daily intake around 2.5 liters a day. And if I train, even up to 3 liters. And for me, it helps a lot. I'm more concentrated. And also for me, coming to the gym, I need to be, technique, concentration, doing my one RM, my one lift. So water helps me a lot. Yeah.
Do you get people asking you, what is that glowing weird bottle?
All the time. All the time. Yeah.
And what do you tell them?
I tell them it reminds me to drink. I take it also to the hospital, and like people look like that. The nurses, the doctors. I think it's very, very good. It helps me. I also like to know everything. I don't want to like how much I eat. I want to like how much I drink. I want to know, how much steps I do a day. So for me, I'm all good. Yeah.
All right. So now, how about the water stories question?
Oh yeah, the part I like the most. So Lisa, could you tell us a story that has something to do about water or hydration, something funny, something interesting that has happened to you?
Yeah, so I will tell you that a year ago, maybe a year and a half, when I competed, I did a water cut. Okay, so it involves water, and I'll tell you now all about it. We are in a category. Strength athletes have categories again. So yeah, I have an interesting story that I dehydrate myself by purpose. Okay, so that's the interesting part. I will tell you all about it. As a nutritionist, we have all kinds of protocol to help our athletes and to make weight. Okay, because it's a categorical sport. We have weight classes. So people sometimes are above weight, and we need to help them to lose weight and try to not impair their performance as much as possible. So we have some protocols. One of them is to drink 3-4 times more than your body needs a day of water. So, for example, I drank 8 liters of water,
Wow.
6 to 8 liters during 4 to 5 days. And I lost 2 to 3% of my body weight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Isn't that dangerous? Yeah, I heard that it's
Yeah.
water poisoning.
It sounds a bit dangerous.
It
to
can
honest.
be. It can be because we try to also drink. The first 3 days that we do the protocol, we eat more salt in order that when we will be more dehydrated, the salt, the sodium won't go as down in our, and the electrolytes won't be maybe impaired. It can be dangerous, but if you do it by protocol, mainly it's okay. You will feel very dehydrated. I felt like very weak, dizziness. It was horrible, and I went like maybe 30
All the
times a day
symptoms
to
of
the
dehydration.
all the symptoms. But I had the 24 hours to recover, drink my water, electrolytes, fluids, and I was okay at the competition.
But after all, you're an expert, guys. Don't try this at home. Please.
Don't try this at home, and only for very, very well experienced athletes. And maybe if you're only trying to make it for nationals or international competitions. And also, we have today other more moderate ways to do water, to do a cut before a competition. Yeah,
That's good to hear.
yeah.
All right. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah, we got to the end of this podcast. That was a pleasure having you here, Lisa. If you want to hear more about our smart bottle, just go hop on in our website, water.io, and you can find all the information there. So, Nisan, do you have anything else to add?
Just stay hydrated, stay inspired, and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nice.
זה היה.
Hello.
את שומעת אותנו? חזרנו להקליט?
So, Nisan, do we have something else to add?
I think that's it. Let's wrap it up, Gil.
Okay, so thank you for joining us to Water Academy Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Nitzan. That was great. And if you want to hear more about our water bottle, again, that was great having you here. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Nitzan. That was Water Academy. And if you want to read more about our smart water bottle, just visit our website, water.io, and you can find all the information there. That was a pleasure having you here, Lisa. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you too.
Thank you so much for having me.
We were Gil and Nitzan, the Water Academy. Thank you again, Lisa. And everyone, stay hydrated, stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next episode.